Welcome to Tipsy TBR M.A.S.H. Hi everyone, my name is Chloe, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. Today's video is going to be my TBR for the month of August. I mean, I always have to remind myself what month it is. This is not just because alcohol is being consumed. Basically, it is Friday evening. This video needs to go up on Saturday. I have not had a chance to film it other than today, and today was my last day at my current job role. I'm working for the same company, but I'm going to be moving to a different office. So me and a couple of girls that I work with have decided to go for celebratory drinks, because it is celebratory, because I do not like the job role I'm doing at the minute. But that means that this is Tipsy TBR M.A.S.H. There's nothing else to say. I've had a few cocktails. So we're going to see how chaotic it actually gets. I'm hoping not too bad. I do have a couple of books that I really want to get on this TBR. And like, you know, I've been home for like an hour now. Is it an hour? It could have been half an hour. I don't actually know. But I've been home for a little bit of time now, and I feel like I'm okay enough. I was able to set up the board, so it can't be too bad. I really should actually get a thumbnail prepared though. I haven't done that. This is not the normal like level of organization. If this is your first video you're watching of me, they are normally a bit more organized than this. But TBR M.A.S.H, for anyone who doesn't know, this is my TBR game. It's inspired by the childhood game of M.A.S.H, which is a game that you would normally use to dictate your life. No, other way around, which is a game you would normally use to predict your life. I use it to dictate my reading life. Each one of these cards has a prompt on there. I use a random number generator to work my way around the board, eliminating prompt as we go, and when there is one prompt left in each section, that is a prompt that I use to pick the book that I'm going to read for the next month. There we go. I got the rules done, so I'm doing okay. Right, I'm gonna pause to do my thumbnail now. You're not gonna see this though. It's absolutely fine. Thumbnail is achieved. We are good to go. So what I need now is a random number generator, although actually there's a couple of rules I haven't told you about. Rule number one, actually this is not a rule, this is just part of the game I haven't explained yet. We have M.A.S.H in the middle, so the final prompt that I pick is based on M.A.S.H. M.A.S.H in the game stands for mansion, apartment, shack, house. For me, a mansion is a big book, over 500 pages. An apartment is a small book, usually under 200 pages, but 300 if I can't find it. A shack is a book that I've been putting off, and house is comfortable, so it's a mood read. These ones down here are extras, because sometimes we do have to pick an extra book. Either because a +1 has come up, which is basically I have to pick one extra book, as the name would suggest, or because I've got two of the same colour, which also means I have to pick an extra book. These books are actually picked by my friends. If you go back to my April TBR, it came out in March, but my April TBR, you will see the books that my friends picked. And basically, these are some of the ones that are left over. If one of these comes up, I have a specific book that I have to read, depending on which one gets picked. We then also have actually got punishments, which we've not had to use very often. I've only used them once before. But July was not a good reading month for me. I went to Yalk, which I knew was going to affect my reading, but I also slumped a little bit in the middle of the month. And yeah, basically at the time of filming this, I still have 2.5 books left to read. So I have 2 days left in the month. That is not going to happen. I'm busy tomorrow, so I'm just going to take the punishment. And yeah, let's just do this now actually before we start playing the game. So this is my punishment pot. I honestly have no clue what is in here because I've only used it once and it was a while ago. So we're just going to pick whatever comes out. And that is, oh no. I knew this was going to be chaotic. Can I pick again? Like, I've dropped it on the floor. I'm so upset about it. This is the longest owned book, which means that it has to be the book with the most pages that I own. And I know exactly what this is, and I can't even reach it because it's tucked away on a shelf. I'm reading Les Mis this month. How did this happen? Les Mis is like 1,000 pages long. Les Mis, for anyone who doesn't know, is my favourite musical of all time. I love musicals. You may know this if you've ever watched my channel at all before. But I love musicals and I love Les Mis. It's so good. I've tried to read the book. I did not get all the way through it. I think I got about 200 pages in, and then I had to put it down. But I'm at the point where I would have to reread it. I mean, obviously I know what happens. I have seen that musical 23 times. I know what happens. Yeah. I hate this game already. I'm reading Les Mis. We'll see how it goes. This is not off to a good start. Right, random number generator. As always, we have set my parameters between the number of 5 and 15, and we are going to see we've got a number 7. Number 7 is the number we are using to work our way around the board. Okay, you guys don't need to see me count. Let's speed this up. We have got our first prompt. Let's see what it is. Please be nice. Please be nice. It's not nice. Sci-fi. It's kind of nice, actually. I've just, like, as I said, it wasn't nice. I remembered what book is on its way, and we've gone from the longest book that I own to one of the shortest books. I have pre-ordered, so I can't hold it up for you right now, but I pre-ordered A Prayer for the Crown Shy, which is the sequel to Song for the Wild Bull, which is a sort of cozy sci-fi about a tea monk and a robot, and I am not in a place to give you a proper synopsis right now, but I really liked Song for the Wild Bull, and it is a novella series, so these books are really short. And yeah, it's ordered, I say pre-ordered, the release date is a little bit weird depending on where you look, but I know it is out because I have friends who have already read it, and Forbidden Planet had it up for pre-order saying it was released like the end of this month, and they had a signed copy. So I have ordered that, and it got dispatched 2 days ago. So hopefully it should be arriving tomorrow. And yeah, let's read Prayer for the Crown Shy, because at least that's hopefully made up a little bit for the longest owned one. We'll see. Right, let's pick our second prompt. We have got our second prompt. Let us see what it is. And it is, oh, I love this, it's free pick. Free pick means I can pick whatever the hell I want. It's like, it's not a mood read. That is the main thing. It's not a mood read. A mood read would mean that I can pick when I'm actually going to read it. This one means that I have to pick it now, but I can pick anything. And I know exactly what I'm going to pick, and it's also one that I can't hold up during this. So, during the month of August, there are 2 books that I particularly want to read because I'm going to a book signing at the end of the month, and I would like to have, well, one of them's a reread, but I would like to have read both of them before I go to this book signing. And the book that I would like to read is Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. This is the author of The Poppy War and of Babel. If you've watched any of my videos in the last couple of months, you have heard me talk about Babel. I got an arc of it, and I absolutely adored it, and I will recommend it to everyone. I've literally just had a conversation with someone where I've said I feel like Babel is becoming my love hypothesis because I am recommending it to everyone. If you watch Becca Fowles videos, you know what I mean by that. But yes, Yellowface is her new book. It doesn't come out till next year, I don't think, but I managed to get an arc of it, and it is all about and I believe it is all about a white author who ends up taking credit for a Asian author's work after they pass away, and I'm really intrigued by this. I love everything that R.F. Kuang writes, and yeah, I'm gonna read it anyway, so I don't know how many other prompts it will fit into, so I might as well get it on for free pick. I'm so happy this has come up. This is being nice to me because of the horribleness of the punishment. Thank you, TBR M.A.S.H gods, wherever you are. I don't normally pray, but thank you. Right, let's pick prompt number 3. That was really quick. We have prompt number 3. Right, so I didn't make +1 cards. This happened last month. I didn't make +1 cards, so I've kind of stuck old ones to the new cards that I've made that I don't need anymore, like basically the ones that friends have picked that have already come up. So as soon as I pick it up, I know it's a +1. And so, for anyone who doesn't know, the plus ones have to come from this one. I pick a random prompt from the stack that I haven't put on the board to fulfill this prompt that's missing, and then I pick one of the plus ones from here. So we're definitely reading at least one of the friend picks this month. I've also realised I've not been keeping track of colours, but so far we're okay because we have a yellow, a blue and a purple. Whatever colour comes up in this one doesn't count towards it because the colour we go by is the plus one. Alright. There are a lot of rules to this game. We're getting more and more complicated the more months I play. But I'm sure you guys can keep up. We'll be fine. So we have our pile of unused prompts and I'm just going to give them a little bit of a shuffle. I am definitely dropping some on the ground. But we're just going to pick one at random from the middle. I like this one. We've got LGBTQIA+. This is fantastic. This just means we have to have LGBTQ+. I'm not in the right frame of mind to say this acronym. LGBTQIA+ representation. Right, I have plenty of books that fit this. But which one in particular do I want to read this month? I will be with you shortly. What do I want to read? That was a really quick and easy pick because I saw something I went, yes, I want to read that. It is The King is Dead by Benjamin Dean. I believe this has got like Gossip Girl vibes to it, but it's royalty. It says, a royal family like you've never seen before. Life was always going to be difficult for the first black and queer heir to the throne. See, LGBTQIA+ representation. There we go. So when James is crowned king at 17, all eyes are on him. And before long, the secrets and scandals he's hidden behind smoke and mirrors rear their ugly heads. When mysterious green envelopes start appearing in the palace, threatening to expose every last skeleton in the royal closet, James becomes certain of one thing: trust nobody. I know that Becca has read this and loved it. I know that Becca has told me that I will probably love this book, so much so that when I got it signed at Yalk, Benjamin Dean actually wrote, enjoy, listen to Becca. So I've been wanting to read this anyway, so why not get it on here for LGBTQIA+ representation? I'm excited to read this one. Right, I'm going to pick the plus one later on. We're going to pick our last regular prompt and then we will pick the plus one and the M.A.S.H because we never know if there's going to be more plus ones. We'll see how it goes. Right, let's pick this. We have got our, I say last prompt, we all know it's not our last because we have at least one more to pick. But it is a different colour, so that means that I don't have to pick an extra one. And also this works really well. We've got graphic novel. Again, TBR M.A.S.H gods have been really helpful to me because at the beginning they weren't, so now they're making up for it. It is easy to reach. I wasn't sure if it was easy enough for me to hold up, but I will go and grab it now. Bear with me 1 second. I pre-ordered this book. It came out like a month ago, but it's only just arrived because Waterstones has had delays. But I finally have it. I want to read it, so why not put it on my TBR? It'll probably be one of the first things that I read in the month of August, and that is War Olympus Volume 2 by Rachel Smythe. I think it's Smythe. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's how it reads to me. This is a Hades and Persephone retelling. It is a webcomic that has been published in graphic novel format. I really enjoyed the first volume. I think I might actually reread the first volume and read them both in one go. But yeah, I have this now, so this can count for my graphic novel pick for my graphic novel prompt. There we go. Okay, so we only have 1 plus 1 to pick, so we're going to pick that now and then we'll move on to M.A.S.H. By the way, with the plus ones, it's just whatever I land on, so we're not eliminating, we're just going to go with whichever one it picks, which, if you know numbers, you can figure it out, but basically it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is the third one in. Let us see what we have. Okay, Meg's going to be happy that one of her books has come up, but it is not the one that she wants to come up. Meg has picked 3 books for me on this TBR. I've read one of them already, I think. I can't even remember what book it is, but that is just my brain not working at the minute. I honestly do not know what she picked for me, something or other. But the other ones that she has a contemporary romance that is not coming up, but she also has a YA, I believe, fantasy. And it is We Hunt the Flame, and it is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. And yeah, I guess I'm going to be reading this month. Thank you, Meg, for putting this one on my TBR. I am actually excited about this one. I've had it for about a year now, and I just haven't got around to reading it. Like, nothing has sort of made me pick it up. So I'm glad that this TBR has actually made me reach for it. Thank you. Okay. last but by no means least, we're going to pick M.A.S.H. Let's see what we end up with. Again, why is it being kind to me? We've ended up with A, which is apartment, which means that it needs to be a small book, which should be less than 200 pages. I mean, it's a little bit annoying that I've already put Prayer for the Crown Shy on. I need to think about this. I could put another Wayward Children on. My go-to when it gets to this prompt, it helps me get through this series a bit quicker. I could also put one of the Ali Hazelwood short stories on, but I kind of want to get like the bind up of all three and just read them all in one go. I'm gonna have a think and I will get back to you momentarily. So it turns out my brain is past the point of figuring out what to put on this TBR. So I'm just gonna make it easy for myself and go with whatever the next Wayward Children book is. It's book 5. I know it's book 5. I don't know what it's called. I'm not even going to pretend that I've looked it up. I'll put a picture here. I say this like I'm not editing it tonight, so I'm still going to be in this state when I am editing this. But whatever the picture is that is here, that is a Wayward Children book that I am reading. Right, so what I normally do in these TBRs is I tell you about any readathons that I'm taking part in. I am not taking part in any like month-long readathons necessarily. I know there are quite a few happening in August, but I am just choosing not to take part in them because my brain is not in the right headspace to take part in a lot of them at the minute. I've also kind of given up on Magical Readathon because I got too far behind on it and I'm not good at playing catch up on things or sort of just jumping in and pretending that I completed things when I didn't. So I'm just going to draw a line under that. I think I said that last time that they did one, but yeah, for definite, drawing a line under that. One of the things that I am interested to do in August is at least trying to do a little bit of ARC August, which is hosted by the lovely Tori. She is a sweetheart, and I'm going to link her Twitter page down below where she's put the information on here. But basically it is a way to read as many of our ARCs that we have as possible. Now, I am not going to say that I'm taking part in this all month because obviously most of the things that I put on my TBR are not actually ARCs. I do, like I said, I do want to read Yellowface. I've already put that on here. I would also really like to reread Babel because I want to tab it and annotate it before I go and meet Arakwong at the end of the month. So what I'm planning on doing, fingers crossed, I say planning, I was planning this before M.A.S.H came up on my TBR, but what I was planning on doing is doing a week worth of ARC August, and I'm planning on doing that probably during the second week of August because, as I said, I'm starting a new job. I'm doing some online training for the first couple of weeks, which means I'm working from home, which means I can read a lot more in like breaks and things. So I was planning on reading both Yellowface and Babel, rereading Babel. I have a physical copy now that I got early at Yalk, and I was planning on actually like tabbing that copy so I can take it to go and get signed. And I still am. I'm hoping I can get through it. I think I've got an audiobook for M.A.S.H. I'm really, really hoping I have an audiobook for M.A.S.H. But yeah, that is basically the plan, is I'm going to do a week's worth of ARC August, definitely reading Yellowface and Babel, and then reading whatever else I can get around to reading during that week. And I don't know, I might stretch it to 2 weeks. It all depends on how I'm actually doing for my TBR. I'm not entirely sure if I'm just going to draw a line under my July TBR or if I'm going to try and continue it and just like finish it in the first week of August. I honestly have no idea at the minute. My brain is all over the place, and not just because this is Tipsy TBR M.A.S.H, just because headspace. But that is our TBR for this month. I will hold up what I can, but I don't actually have a lot physical. I literally have 2 books with me at the minute, and that is these 2. So it's these 2. We've also then got Prayer for the Crown Shy, Yellowface, We Hunt the Flame, which I do own physically, but it's just really, really hard to get at the minute, so I haven't pulled it off of my shelf. And then whatever the next Wayward Children book is. And M.A.S.H, which again is just really, really hard to get from my shelf. I probably will go and get them and then film the end of this clip because I feel like you need to see what this TBR looks like, even though we'll still be missing quite a few books. Okay, so These are the ones that I actually own. I've got Lore Olympus, King is Dead, this really awful battered copy of Les Mis. I mean, look how big it is compared to all the others, and I'm going to show you the size of the writing in a minute as well. And then We Hunt the Flame. Like I said, we have also got Yellowface, Prayer for the Crown Shy, and the next Wayward Children book to add on here as well. So, I mean, it's not the worst it's ever been. It's still only 7 prompts, which is not bad at all. Like, 7 prompts, I get quite a lot of the months. But this, again, ignore how awful it is. I did not look after this book at all. If I like it, which I do think I will, if I like it, there is a really pretty special edition that I want to get. But for now, this is what I'm reading. Oh, look. When I said, oh, actually I got a lot further than I thought I did. I was 372 pages in, which is quite a lot in all fairness. I think I did quite well. Also, can we appreciate that my bookmark was a Nick Jonas from Camp Rock card. I appreciate that. I will have picked it specifically because the first time I saw Les Mis, Nick Jonas was in it. Yeah. I like that. That's not made me feel ridiculous at all. But yeah, look, that is a writing size in this, and obviously it's translated as well. And yeah, I hate my TBR game. That is everything. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. Let me know what is on your TBR in the month of August, and I will see you guys next time with a hopefully more sober video. Bye.